with the African AHHB here with Nafuna TV at Shoko 2013. We're here with Ewok and Synik. They just killed it, and I mean killed it on stage. How you guys doing?
I'm not even gonna lie. You know, sometimes you want to be humble, but man, we shut something down. Even if I don't even know if it happened in the crowd, but on stage we were shutting it down. Thanks.
So Ewok, first time in Zim. How are you finding it?
Yeah, you know, I've actually been to Harare. Yeah, a couple times actually, but you know, never like this. You know what I mean? I've been here for arts festivals, Hyper Festival twice, and I've been here as a guest of Alliance Française. But like, to come to a festival that's at the same level as all of those, and to look around and you're surrounded by heads, you know? It's like it's our place, you know. And the guys at Shoko have elevated all of us to a status where we can stand like international level with guys, you know. I've never, and at the same time there's just roots hip hop here. Essence is all over the place, but at the same time it's just it's gone to like a level that I've never experienced a hip hop platform like this, and I don't know where I'm gonna go next, but I'm gonna carry Shoko with me all the way, man.
So Sin, so it seems like every year you're dropping a new remix to Marching is One. Last year you got the version that spoken. This year you dropped a crazy version with Ewok on stage.
Yeah, I mean that's the anthem, man. Like,
how'd that come about?
Well, for the collab we needed one joint, one of my joints that we were gonna do together, and I thought, man, Marching is One is that joint that connects with people, man. Like,
you sent it to me, man. Yeah, you know, like I didn't know. I heard I was gonna be collaborating, and then Synik got hold of me online, and the word was I was collaborating with another cat and whatever. I was a bit confused, and he said, no, it's me. And like the day, he said, listen to this, you know. And actually, he didn't say it because this dude is too humble to say anything like that. He's like, this is one of my tracks. But I heard it, and I was telling other people, I was like, listen to this, and I was tweeting, I was like, this is the guy I'm collaborating with, man.
What?
Yeah, I'm serious, man. I spread that stuff out there. Hey, man.
It's dope. It's dope.
Nah, that's dope. So Ewok, you've been real outspoken about what happened in Marikana. Recently, you dropped 44 shots on the anniversary. I don't know if you caught up with the news, but there's been recent revelations that there's been a cover-up on what went down there. How do you feel about that?
Look, I gotta be honest with you. I think a lot of people knew from the word go that it was the case. And the difficult thing so far is finding any real evidence that was the deal, that it went down like that in Marikana. And I think so. It's a split feeling of relief that finally they found some clear angles, and that people are going to come to justice. But at the same time, it just reawakens the whole the whole terror of the situation, you know? And I think it opened that whole thing up again, you know. I think for a lot of people it was just suddenly realizing, you know. But it's crucial that critical, investigative journalism like that happens. It has to happen, because that even something like the Marikana massacre can sink below people's psyches and disappear tomorrow. So the fact that there are people that are still on the hunt and that are uncovering that sort of stuff is tribute to the people that died in that way, you know what I mean? So I'm nervous about where it's going to go. I know it's going to cause further ruptures and tensions and whatever, but I think from an artistic conscience point of view, I feel like it's a victory. You know?
Sin, we're a year removed from the recent Sin City. In my opinion, the greatest Zim hip-hop album to be released. Like, what have you noticed since then? Like, how's your career move?
Since then, like, I think Sin City did a lot for me, because before that, I was pretty much just kicking it like in underground circles, just kicking it with a few hits and whatever. But Sin City just reached out to a lot of people, so at least now people are aware of what we're doing. So now I'm trying to work on more music. So I think there's gonna be a lot more appreciating of what we're doing with the hip hop.
How humble is this dude? How humble is this guy? Where you come from, man?
Come on.
You're next level, man.
This dude.
So yesterday we're speaking, and you're telling me like how you went back to working after in Sin City. You made it a point to say that you quit that lifestyle and you're focusing fully on music. So what do you think has forced you to go back into working, and do you feel that the hip-hop community in Zimbabwe, the industry, is sustainable for full-time artists?
For me, like, I find hip-hop to be the most difficult genre of music that you can do in Zim. Like, I think there are artists who can make a living off their music, but hip-hop is that genre that's still coming up, and it is building, it is growing, but I felt like for the type of hip-hop that I want to do, I couldn't be able to really push volumes or, you know, connect with like large crowds of people like that. So I felt like, let me go back to work. If I'm gonna kick the hip hop that I want to do, I need to be making money by other means. So that's what I'm trying to do.
I respect, man. I totally feel that as well. That's the deal. Like hip hop, if you're gonna get into it and you're gonna do hip hop that's real, and I'm not even lying. You want to do hip hop that's conscious? That's not money making hip hop, man. You know what I mean? Because people don't like to be made to feel uncomfortable. People want to be made to feel comfortable. And pop music makes people feel comfortable because it does all the choosing for them. They don't have to choose. When you hit them with some conscious stuff, like whether it's the verses or the whole concept behind the album or whatever, as soon as you make them a little bit uncomfortable with the fact that they need to make a choice, that they need to take a stand or choose a side, people don't buy into that. They don't buy into discomfort. And that's why it's always going to be a struggle. But ultimately, if you can get people to make a choice for themselves, you're benefiting them in ways that they don't even realize. They're going to sit back and not make choices and just take it all in and whatever. Eventually, they're not going to need to do anything for themselves. And they're not even going to be human, you know what I mean? So, enough respect for cats like Synik who are just sticking to their guns, man.
I think that falls in line to what you said to me yesterday, is that we need to redefine our definition of success.
Yeah.
So, Sin, you still consider yourself a successful rapper, even if you aren't able to fully immerse yourself in the music, but you're still releasing thought-provoking, intellectual, and good music?
I think so, man. For me, like how I measure it, like these days, it's just connecting with people. Like when someone hits you up on Facebook, like, yo, man, I was going through a hard time, but that other joint, man, I played it every day. Like, yo, for me, that's success. Like, it's not even in the numbers, but you know what I mean? Like,
that's it. Redefinition of success, straight up, man. I mean, what do you want to say? We're out there, heads are nodding, hands are in the air. We're on a professional platform, a beautiful stage, kicking on a level that internationals kicking on. You know what I mean? And we're still going back to the job, still making our money, still moving forward, and then we're going to be on more stages like that. I mean, how much more successful do you want to be?
So staying in that vein, another Durbanite, Ewok, Black Moss, just dropped his debut album. How did you two link up?
Black Moss, man, I was so glad you brought that guy up, man. I was a time in my life when I was like, Black Moss for president. This dude just like, I watched him from university, open mics, at a stage where I didn't even dig what he did back then. I was like, nah, I wasn't really feeling it or whatever. The cat has got the most amazing work ethic and hustle. And he just puts it in. And at the same time, blessed with some truly amazing talent. So, Moss and I found ourselves in the same circles because both of us were on the same mission, which was not just about ourselves. It was like, all right, if I can't be moving right now with hip-hop must still be moving. So we'll keep hip-hop moving, you know what I mean? And if we can't be doing stuff and other cats can, we'll push those guys, you know what I mean? And we ended up just getting a lot of respect like that, you know? A lot of people, you know, hustling for us and we hustle for them, you know what I mean? And the thing is, with like Black Moss, when you got true talent and a real hustler's spirit, man, the sky's the limit, man. You know, and that album, I was one of the privileged few who was able to hear the pre-release. He sent it to, and that is something I will rotate days on end. And it's not about like, oh, he's local, supporting a local. That's nothing, bro. I will play that on any stage, any platform, 80 radio, anywhere, and I'll say, this is hip hop, not South African, not whatever. This is hip hop. This is what he's making. It's there from the lyric, the heart, the soul, the head. It's all there, man. And Black Moss, for me, is a leader. He represents a hip hop leader for me.
That's pretty. So, Sin, moving on to future projects, you just dropped the first single, Odyssey, working with Depth. We're a little short staffed right now, so Depth is helping us with the lighting.
Yeah.
So tell us about the plans for that project. Where you plan to go with that?
Yo, man, for me, like what I was saying, from Sin City, I got people listening now, I think. But like I want to go back to making music that I feel like that's what I'm about. So the project with Depth came about. We kicked it like years back at a Shoko event, rocked on stage and whatever, and it was pretty dope. And like I've always digged this vibe, and we were having like jam sessions at the cabin, and like dudes like Neo Soul and dope on the raps as well. So it was like, yeah, man, that's the type of hip hop that I vibe to, that I connect with. So it was natural, like. So we're gonna push the project. I think it will drop like early next year. Yeah. We a short EP, couple of tracks. Yeah. But we'll work on more stuff like after that.
Dope. So Jeff, anything else you have to add?
What I want to say is expect our next single to drop next month. That's in October, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely next month we're dropping our next project, and right now, I mean, the feedback has been really positive, so I'm really looking forward to how things are going to unfold after the next single drops. You know, it's been interesting and humbling, really.
Yeah.
It's this dude right here.
No, man, these people, man. They come to do like this, dude.
Accept it, dog. Bask in it. Bask in it.
Nah, man, not even, man.